You know what else feels wonderful?
What?
Me. Peaches heard me.
She did.
Peaches, you gonna eat?
Yes, sir. Are you gonna eat?
That's a silly question, ain't it, girl? Oh, goodness. Nothing like breakfast and a little back rub, is it, girl? All your new hairs come in, and your skin looks good. Yeah. Oh my gracious.
I heard you ask her, did she want her breakfast?
Did you you heard me ask her that?
Did you think she was gonna say no? It's sprinkling.
It is sprinkling. A little overcast this morning. You know what? It feels wonderful this morning.
It
It is
feel
cool
wonderful.
this morning. You know what else feels wonderful?
What?
Me. This is the best I've felt since the tick bite, which was over a month ago.
That's right. Over a
And-
month ago, and finally getting back to normal.
I'm finally getting back to normal.
I'm still not gonna release you quite yet, but
Well, you know, I feel super good. Just it just feels great. No longer taking those early or no longer taking naps during the day for one. That's awesome. What's up, Tucker?
Tucker says she's so glad you're feeling better.
Tucker, you
Aren't
glad
you?
I'm feeling better, girl?
Yes, yes, sir. She's so glad that she wishes you would take her.
Oh, baby.
I'll carry you.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to get back down?
It was a rough few weeks there. I mean, it was
Rough. And I'm not gonna lie, I never said anything, but it was rough for me too.
I bet it was rough for you.
Taking care of
Everything,
normal
yeah.
household things on top of everything here.
Right.
Right, so I'm glad you're back out here and are able to actually help.
A duck flying in behind you.
Yeah, they coming to tell you how happy they are that you're better.
Yeah.
How about it, boys?
What's up, boys?
Y'all hear Jason's better?
I am better. I ain't getting better now. I think I'm pretty sure I'm 100% now. That's the mallard crew.
That didn't make the rehoming.
Yeah, these are the ones that we're unable to catch, really. These are some mallards, which are a native, wild duck of the United States. So, besides the one little call duck there. These ducks may just stay here, to be honest with you.
Goat must be laying an egg.
Yeah, I bet goat is laying an egg this morning. These goats ain't laying eggs, though. What's up, goats? What's up, girls?
You here?
Little Bo. Has anybody seen the sheriff? Has anybody seen the sheriff? Hey, buddy, did you hear that I'm feeling much, much better now? Huh? Since the tick bite? How about a high five? Yeah, feeling much better now, bud. There's Goat the chicken. What's up, Goat? Come on out, Nugget. Come on out. What's up, Party Too Hardy? That's Mr. Hardy the chicken, or the rooster. Nugget sees that pool. That's unusual. I mean, that's something new. Where are you going back up? What are you going back up for? That's strange. You don't want out? You don't want to go out? Did that pool throw you off? See, that pool's new. It's usually not there. I've said it before. Emus are very observant. They know changes instantly. You see how he knows that pool leaning up against that tree is something new. Here he comes back in here again. Nuggo! You want to come out? I may have to move that pool. Let's move this pool and see if he'll come out then. Nugget won't come past this pool because it's new.
Guess what?
What's that?
Since he's out,
Yeah.
hair comes down.
Hair, no ponytail zone. See, now he's coming out. Look, got rid of the pool.
He is such a creature of habit.
Well, he just, emus are so observant to changes and anything new,
Hey, buddy.
they instantly know. All right, here comes the alarm system. Y'all see him coming? We're not feeding in here, guys. We're feeding out yonder. A few little quackers snuck in here. Okay. Okay. Well, since I'm feeling better and pretty much 100%, there are some things that we are fixing to start doing at the new farm. Number one is we're fixing to start working on fencing and animal structures. It's fixing to come down good now. It's raining good. We're fixing to start on the chicken coop. If you guys remember, we got a trailer from my dad, a big utility trailer, and our plans is to turn that thing into a chicken coop. So fixing to get started on that. I don't know how long that's going to take, not exactly sure how we're going to do it, but we will figure it out once we get there. How you getting this morning? Who you feeding? Are you feeding these guys? I'm a big helper this morning. So stay tuned for that. A lot of that's going on. Also, to give you guys a quick update on the house, the farmhouse, the barn dominium, we're kind of at a standstill there. We gave the site guys the okay. They are about 2 or 3 weeks out. Plus, we got a power pole that the power company has got to remove for us because that's right where our house is going to go. So that's got to happen first. Then the site guys are going to come in the next couple of weeks. So we're at a standstill on the farmhouse itself. Mr. Hardy, what's up, buddy?
Hardy, that's Corny.
I'm sorry, Mr. Corny. I just saw Hardy and Hardy was on my mind. What's up, buddy? Is this a cream leg bar right here? This is a cream leg bar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just went behind me. That is?
All these are.
All these are cream leg bars. These are the ones you hatched, right?
Yes.
And cream leg bars lay what color eggs?
Blue.
Blue!
That's one of the olive eggs.
That's an olive egger you hatched.
Yeah.
She's not laying yet, though.
No, the leg bars aren't either. They have a little crew they stay in.
Yeah, they kind of stay together, don't they?
Yeah. Like, there goes the leg bars, not there goes a leg bar.
Yeah, the whole leg bar crew.
Yeah. And then I got my Brahmas in here.
Your Brahmas? What's up, Ruby? That is Ruby, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
There's one of the olive eggs.
There's ACDC. Oh, what we got in here?
That's the one that lays the pretty egg.
She lays a pretty green or blue egg?
The blue-green one.
Blue-green egg.
And then that little blue one on the roof.
Yeah?
On the middle roof.
Yeah.
You just got on the top.
Yeah.
That's an olive egger.
That's an olive egger.
And then my
I see
Brahma.
one Brahma right there. Ain't that a Brahma?
Uh-huh.
Is that Lillian?
No, that's thistle.
That's Thistle.
Yeah, this is Lydia.
Lydia, I'm sorry. Not Lillian, Lydia.
Sometimes I think that they sit on their roofs and
Yeah.
they just lay an egg in it.
There ain't no telling. That's that
She's
pretty
new.
blue-green egg.
Yeah,
That
you can
is
see
it.
it's smaller than the... This is one of the older layers. And you
Yeah.
can see how much smaller it is.
Yeah, it is. And that dark brown egg.
Yeah.
Who's laying it? A Pinacinca?
One of the Pinacincas,
Uh-huh.
a Moran, or most likely a barn builder.
Oh, okay. Most likely a barn builder. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's fixing to come back in.
Look how I think they scared the peaches up yonder. Now, you know, we talking about building that new chicken coop. It is it'll be bigger than this area. That trailer's like almost 20 foot long and about 8 foot wide. So
Really? How big is
this entire coop is 10 by 24, but we got it split, and so this coop here itself is 10 by 16. So the other one will be longer.
Oh.
It won't be as wide, but it'll be longer.
Yeah.
All right, got a water to fill up.
Yeah.
Then we'll come back and gather eggs.
Uh-huh. That's the olive egger. That little blue one.
Oh, that's not a Rhode Island blue. That's an olive egger
The
there.
Rhode Island blues are bigger.
Oh, they're much bigger, aren't they?
They're big and they have a gold neck. See them right there?
Oh, that's a Rhode Island blue right
And
there.
that one is too. That darker one.
That one right yonder.
Yeah, behind that.
Behind it?
one.
Okay, Rhode Island blues. Who would have thought they made a Rhode Island blue now? Ain't that crazy?
I got them from a feed store
Uh-huh.
near the land, and they're a hybrid between a Australorp and a Rhode Island Red.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's why they have the red neck.
Well, you know what? Australorps are known for their excellent egg laying abilities.
Oh, yes.
I think they're on record at one time. It may have changed now, but one
Yeah.
time they were on record of laying the most eggs in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So those chickens are probably going to put out some eggs because, as
Yeah.
we know, Rhode Island
Island
Reds are great egg layers
Uh-huh.
too. So we're probably going to get the best of both worlds with that breed.
Yeah. Vicky and Corny, look at them.
Look at Vicky and Corny. What's up, Vicky? Those are both cream leg bars.
Yeah, and then all the little cream leg ones are their babies.
So all those other cream leg bars this morning, that's their babies.
Yeah.
I got you. Goat's now way over yonder.
We're her neck and neck friends.
There's Goat right there. And there's that Galaxy.
Yes.
That's Galaxy. There's Squash and Fancy.
Fancy's the one with the big old comma earlobe.
Is she in the front or back?
She's in front.
So Fancy's in the front and Squash is in the back.
Yeah.
The whole neck and neck crew. And Goat's in charge of them all.
Yeah, that's her little clan.
She's the boss of that clique.
Usually when Goat and Out's there,
Uh-huh.
she's usually with the other neck and neck.
I got you.
I guess because they were raised together.
Yeah, they are. They're buddies. When you raise the same breeds together like that, they tend to,
Yeah, they tend to stick together,
Stick
kind of like
together.
those cream leg bars.
just like the cream leg bars. Well, hello. I have no idea who you are. Is that Ono? What's up, Ono? Ono's a small chicken, so she threw me off there.
She's a Yokohama, and the hens even have somewhat of a long tail.
The Yokohama males have a super long tail like a phoenix.
Yes. Her tail's longer than what most.
Yeah, it is longer. She's a totally different shape than most chickens, too.
Uh-huh.
Starting to rain again on us, ain't it?
Yes.
Look, here comes the boss lady. Pete. Peaches is not minding the rain.
Look at Hardy, he's wet.
Yeah, Hardy is wet. Nugget don't mind the rain. Nugget helping you? He heard you talking about him. Tell you, it's just amazing to me how something so small as a tick can make you that sick for so long. And I was lucky because as soon as we noticed some symptoms, I went straight on to the doctor and got on antibiotics to treat it very, very quick. Now there's some people that just have long-lasting effects on their health after being bitten by a tick. It's just mind-blowing. And I can't stress that enough, is that if you become sick and you see any signs that you've been bitten by an insect, because I never saw my tick, I just saw the bite. Just for precautionary reasons, go see your doctor. Because it seems the main thing with a tick bite is getting it treated as soon as possible. Boy, this rain has really been something this year. I mean, something. I mean, ever since, I want to say October of last year, it has been just crazy how wet it's been. Good morning, Sim and Miss Pringles. Pete, you done got your little waller? Huh? Look at you, getting your mud spa treatment early this morning. There's Bill. Where's Ted at, buddy? I know he's around here somewhere. There's Ted. Oh, hello, ACDC. I don't know if I ever seen you in here. Cause it's raining. Whoa, girl. I guess he's in here cause it's raining outside. All right, y'all's mama had y'all water in here, so I'm filled it up and put it back in here. I don't want the chicken master to get mad at me, okay? Some pretty eggs right there too. Oh, girl, I was just looking at the eggs. Sorry, I'm leaving, girls. ACDC back outside. He beat me outside. Hey, buddy, I don't blame you coming outside after all them hens in there fussing at us. What's up?
Raining.
I know it. It is raining. See all the chickens under the awning, the gazebo. Whew. Much better now.
It is. How did Nugget not get your hair?
How did Nugget not get your hair? I think he was just occupied with you this morning.
I don't squat down and fill up the water.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
I don't know. Nugget's taller than you are.
Look at him. He's checking us out. Nugget!
Nugget went up himself
Did you
this
hear
morning.
that?
I did.
That little cry?
What was that?
That's that little baby red rooster.
Little BB Red?
Oh, goodness.
Oh my gracious. A little BB Red Bantam.
Look at her snout.
Look at Peaches on the move this morning. Maybe that's why she's back out from the hydrangeas.
She went under there to seek shelter.
Yeah, now the rain's slacked off.
She's no dummy.
No. Peaches is no dummy. She's gonna go see if I left that gate open.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I left that gate open. She's gonna push it with her nose and go in there and have her little snack. We know better.
Peachy!
We know better than that, Peaches. She sees it as shit.
She said, y'all are making fun of my nose. I can feel it.
Her and Cantaloupe are talking, I think.
I don't know that that's cantaloupe.
You don't think that's Cantaloupe? Is that
Hey, Paul,
Cantaloupe?
is that cantaloupe?
Yeah, cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mama ain't got her glasses on. She can't.
Oh, goodness. Is she going to go around and make sure the other door's
That's
shut?
what she's doing. She's gonna go on the other side and see if that gate's open.
Oh, my gracious.
She's gonna see if we left that gate open. We've learned from the past, if we leave those gates open when she comes down here, she will go in there and start eating the chicken feed, which is a no-no.
And you would think that we would see her, but she's very sneaky about
She's
it.
very sneaky about it. But that's
Look at
what
her.
she's gonna go do. Look at her. She's gonna go check that gate. Make sure it's closed all the way.
Look at her. It's
Yep,
closed.
it's
so
closed. Look at her.
Come on around here.
She's gonna nudge it with her nose. It's closed. Now I'm gonna come over here and see if the alarm system may have left a few morsels for me. And I'll go clean up what they didn't eat, which the alarm system usually eats just about all of it. But that's what she's gonna go do. When they get through eating, they come over here and preen.
Yes.
I see Pringles out in the middle.
I see them preening. There's big, there's Sim Sim and I don't know which one. Sour cream. They're preening.
Look at Big C playing in that puddle.
Big C playing in the puddle.
You see him?
I see him.
Over there where all those puddles are. One time one of the geese stuck her head down in there and pulled out a hickory nut.
Oh my gracious. Alright, so the rain is slacked off. Yeah. Now he, yeah, Fifi. Get you guys hay. Since it has slacked off, ain't that right, Boots? What's up, Bootsy? Alright. Alright, guys. Y'all want some hay? What's up, Top? What's up, Topper? Joe's so much bigger than they are. For those that don't know, Topper is a Nigerian dwarf buck. Jojo is a Nubian buck. And Tip is a weathered Nigerian dwarf. So he's not a buck, he's been fixed. Now our plans are to milk our goats, but we want to wait till we get over to the new farm and build a goat barn with a milking station before we start that process. And that's why we got the Nubians. We originally had Nigerian dwarfs, then we had the opportunity that came up for us to get some Nubian does from our friend Laura over at Simply Making It. And we got those from her, and then our friends JC and Kyle had Joe, the Nubian buck, that they wanted to rehome, and so we got him from them. And that's our plan in the future, is to produce goat milk for our farm. Is that everything?
All done.
Is it supposed to rain all day? Do you know?
I think it's 40%.
Okay.
And I looked at the radar this morning and it was empty.
Uh-huh. That's crazy. This has been since October, you know it?
Yeah.
Just rain and
well,
just
that was
pops
the October
up.
of 2020.
Yeah, I know it.
So this afternoon, it did show, you know, those showers starting to come about, but I wasn't expecting it this morning.
Yeah,
Look at Chris up there.
I know it. Chris is trying to stay out of the rain.
Is that Chris?
Yeah. I saw Scott earlier, but I don't know where he was hanging out over yonder by the goat. You can tell breeding season's over with because Scott's not in the middle of the road showing his tail off.
I see him.
You see
He's
Scott?
over here by the silky.
Oh, he's on the back side.
Yeah.
He's over yonder.
It's just
Chores
when
are
I
done.
said it had slowed down some.
It's starting to pick up. Yo, guess what? Guess what? The sun's out. Yes, it is. It finally stopped raining and the sun's out. You get to miss that old sun, you know? Even here in the south where it gets hot and humid, you start to miss that old sun. Since I've been feeling better, and since I got sick, some things kind of got put into perspective with me. I just started feeling like, you know, I needed to do something and get more active, as in exercise in some kind of way, something to that effect. I used to be a big runner. I would run our county roads out here in the country, 3 to 5 miles, somewhere around 3 to 5 times a week. It had become a habit and had become something that I just constantly did and had to do. I just got obsessed with running. I'd go on long runs every now and then. I'd do a 10 or 12 miler. But what ended up happening is my old knees ended up starting to give out on me and start to hurt on me. I would try to take breaks, icing, everything I did. Nothing seemed to help. So then I started doing biking. I bought me a mountain bike and I started riding the bike. And that was going well to some degree, except we live in a very hilly country over here. It's just hills everywhere. And that's probably one reason my knees gave out on running too. But I found myself, even with a mountain bike that has just speeds, and if I geared it up high, it still would hurt my knees when I started going up the hills. So I ended up where I would just do a little bit, and eventually I just quit altogether. And you know how things are when you quit. It's hard to get started back up, even though you've been doing it for years and years and years. If you ever stop, it's hard to get started back up. Well, after I've been sick, you know, it kind of put things in perspective. I wanted to get more active. I wanted to try to get my heart rate up. I wanted to do something. So I had pulled out my mountain bike again. I was fixing to start mountain biking. I've been talking to Brooke about it and told her I think I was fixing to start biking. And lo and behold, this is the honest God truth. Lo and behold, I got an email from a bike company that said that they had a product, their bike, that they think would work great on our farm the way it's designed. That I could ride it around the farm, use it on the farm. So I went to the website they call Turboant. I don't know exactly how you say it, but that's how it's spelled to me. Y'all know how I am. You know, I'm terrible mispronouncing words all the time. And so I looked at it, and it's an electric bike. And then I started thinking, what good is electric bike gonna do me? I want to exercise myself. I don't want to ride an electric bike everywhere. Well, I got to reading about it, and you can set it to help you when you need help. You don't have to do the electricity all the time. And I was like, this may be exactly what I need. And it's crazy how fate works sometimes, ain't it? So I sent them an email back and said, hey, I would really, really be interested in your bike. And like 2 days later, it was here. So I've had this for 2 weeks now. And I've been riding it for 2 weeks. And y'all, it has been a blessing. I cannot tell y'all how much. This so much so, I fell in love with this bike so much so that I've ordered me a trailer for it. I've ordered me a basket for the front, and I ordered me a mirror for the side. I love this bike. I can put tools or whatever I need in it. You know, to some degree, I can't put 500 pounds in it. But I figured I could utilize this bike all over the farm instead of jumping in the side-by-side or jumping in the farm truck, especially when we get all our animals out there and the flower farm started and the garden started. Instead of jumping in something that is just easy for me to go put along, I can grab my bike with my trailer and basket, put what little tools I need in or whatever I need that day. Maybe I can teach Arlo to ride in the basket, who knows? And I can take this bike all over the farm. I love this bicycle, and I never would have thought I would have loved it this much. I got a t-shirt that I got several years ago from Patagonia. It's a guy with a sun hat, reminds me so much of myself, and he's got a bicycle with that trailer and cart on the back with his tools and vegetables in it, and that's my inspiration behind this. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Turboant, for sending me this bike. They got all kind of products over there. If you guys are interested, I'll put a link down below. They got foldable bikes, smaller bikes, scooters, just all kinds of stuff. But thank you guys so much for this bicycle. Actually, my trailer, my mirror, and my basket's supposed to be here today. I was hoping it came in earlier and I could have it on here, show you guys. But we'll have that in another video, and y'all see me putting along on my bicycle.